course, don't expect it to last, but that is the overall pattern for this week. Warmer to the south. We have the jet stream kind of cutting through the center of the country, and then we have that colder air up more to the north. So unfortunately, you guys don't get the spring preview that the southern U.S. does. But taking a look at Texas, New Mexico, and some other areas, we are looking at record challenging highs for your Wednesday. So not just a spring preview, but really trending much warmer. 82 in San Angelo, just a few degrees shy of that previous record from 2006. We're looking at tying the previous record. You're at least in the 40s and the 50s, so maybe a little bit warmer to start off your February. But with the cold comes the chance for snow. And taking a look at radar, we are seeing that snow right now, more on the scattered side, not necessarily widespread snow showers right at this moment, or really over the last couple of hours, because that's what you're seeing looped on radar here. More is on the way, though. Midweek, we are going to have a storm that impacts a lot of the country. Take a look at this. The blue, of course, is the snow. We have that wintry mix, more of the freezing rain and the sleet in between, and then rain and thunderstorms to the south there, all in the green. So let's break this down piece by piece and take a look at what to expect as we go into marginal severe weather risk for Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday night. We are not talking about widespread severe weather. Hail is a concern, but really damaging wind gusts are going to be the most likely threat here on Wednesday afternoon. For necessarily going to last, and it's not just going to stay, nice and sunny, and I know that wasn't necessarily a sunny view there, but we are entering a pattern of storm after storm into mid-month, or very beginning of the month now, so a couple weeks of this. Let's break down what to expect for this week, starting with a look at radar over the last couple of hours. We're seeing that rain, we're seeing that kind of wintry mix, some of the freezing rain and the sleet, and the snow that's been moving across parts of New York and into parts of New Hampshire, Vermont, into Maine throughout the last couple of hours here. This is not the only precipitation that we are going to see for the week, but let's talk about snow totals, because we have seen some significant snow in the last 24 hours in some areas. 5 inches in Rockport, Maine there. Same deal in parts of New Hampshire, Connecticut, seeing just under 4 inches there at 3.7, 3.5 inches in parts of Vermont, and just over 3 inches in Hartwick, New York there. There's just some of the snow totals that we've seen, of course, stretching across the Northeast over the last 24 hours. It is going to be very brief, which also means 1, 2, 3 inches doesn't sound like a big deal when it comes down kind of quickly. That's when we talk about a situation where, it can create some slick spots on the road, some not great situations there if you're out and about driving during the time period when this is happening. So something to keep in mind. We do have more snow on the way, more significant snow maybe for parts of the Northeast, coming with a midweek storm that's going to move in from the central part of the country. Inches of snow overall. Let's talk about the ice, though, as well. And you'll notice there's some overlap here. Some areas that are going to get some freezing rain, some sleet, and some snow. And we all know freezing rain, that is not a good situation when we talk about road conditions, but especially have freezing rain and then snow on top. That's not great. But the other thing to really highlight here, we have not just the light pink, some of these darker pink colors. That's when we talk about significant, even severe ice accumulation potential. And that's when the problem goes beyond road conditions and into power outage risks as